The Crucible is a test, a challenge, a chance at glory, a place to show your true skill as a guardian. Each kill you gain proves your strength and shows your determination to win. But what weapon will you choose to prove your worth? What weapon will let you reign supreme? Find out in How to Crucible.
Hey guys, before we start the video today, I am currently trying to fix my delivery and the way I present these videos. I don't want to come off as crazy loud like I'm screaming or anything. I'm also a very sarcastic person. I'm not sure if you guys like sarcasm in the videos either. I'm going to deliver this one in a chill way, so if you like chill absolute quality, hit me in the comments, or if you want me to add some sarcasm, I can totally do that. But today is going to be chill. We are growing, and I think it's going to be a major point in how I present myself to you guys. So, today we're talking about the ColdHeart Trace Rifle. What is it? It's a DLC weapon that was given to everyone who pre-ordered Destiny 2. Sadly, it won't be available to anyone that didn't pre-order the game until December 5th of this year. But it is one of a kind. The only trace rifle in the game. It looks really nice with the cold, icy innards. My opinion. I don't think I would use this in PvP as a competitive weapon. I would use this for fun mainly because it's not great, but it's just cool to shoot a laser beam across the map, you know? I think it was alright in PvP, but it was a little hard to keep the beam on people to achieve the damage multiplier. Overall, I think this gun was fun to use, but not a gun you would want to use if you wanted to be really good. Playstyle. Well, I would get close to people, but not too close. Like a medium range, because super close engagements were difficult to keep the beam on the enemy, but too far away was not doing enough damage to stay in the fight for very long. It needs to be that spot that's just right for maximum performance, like Goldilocks. But no other special maneuvers for this gun. Just go have fun. Perks. As you know, this is an exotic weapon, so there are no perks to mess with because all exotics in Destiny 2, or exotic weapons I should say, have set perks. So there are two perks that define this weapon from the rest. One of them is the intrinsic perk that literally lets the gun shoot a laser beam. This perk is cool because the gun is different from every gun in the game. Now, the other perk that I want to talk about is Longest Winter. This perk allows for exponentially greater damage the longer the beam stays on a target. What does this mean? As you hold the laser beam on someone, it doesn't increase damage values, it speeds them up. So, from optimal distance, you're doing about 9 to 10 points of damage at a default tick rate. It's kind of fast. It's not super slow, it's not super fast, it's just, you know, a constant ticking. As you keep the beam on someone, the tick rate for when the damage happens gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster when you keep it on the target. So it actually causes a lot of damage the longer you keep it on there. So you may think it's only, it doesn't do a whole lot because it's 9 to 10, but when you're saying 9 to 10, when you're saying like, you know, maybe like 7 to 8 ticks every second, once you're up there, that second half of their health, that last 100, you're basically demolishing them at that point if you're still on them. So it actually does a lot of damage. I think for perks, this weapon deserves a high rating just because they're the only perks like this in the game. I'm going to give it a 9 because they are unique and very interesting. Long range. At the long range, the gun did do damage, but it was much lower than 9 points, like 4 to 7 points. Now, imagine yourself up against a dude with a Mida or a tryhard with another good gun. It was difficult to get the damage to tick faster because their gun does so much more damage per bullet. With this gun, we have to wait, obviously, for the gun to ramp up, and by that time I was close to one shot, so I had to disengage. Or, I did die, of course, but if a teammate was helping me, the job was doable. I'm going to give it a 6 in long range because although some fights were tough, long range pertains to gunfights that are far away but not across the map. So it was doing damage at a good distance, but super far away, no. But long range basically depended on how accurate I was. Short range. Okay, for short range, it was alright. Now, medium range was really good, but short range was a little treacherous. I found myself flinging around my laser to catch a guy a lot. It was kind of funny, but it was a little difficult. Now, I want to give this rating a 6.5, because while it was good, it also caused me some interesting predicaments. Effectiveness. Now, effectiveness is found by playing the damn game. So, I made a change to effectiveness. Not a big one. Ouch, I just hit my hand on the desk. Not a big one. I just changed the 20 matches. I changed the 20 matches to 15. I dropped 5 because the last 5 matches, I found out that I was becoming bored and usually performed worse in those last 5 matches, maybe skewing the data a little bit. I looked at my other cards where I did write down all the matches, and those last 5 were really starting to drop off a little bit, and I don't want to add that to it because maybe that's unfair for the gun. It's unfair for the test, for the effectiveness test, you know, it's just unfair. So, I feel like by 15 matches, I think I have mastered the weapon enough and have a good idea of how it works. But, to find this, we need my kills and deaths. I had 242 kills and 143 deaths. Add those up, and we get 385 gunfights. Now, we can we can take 242, our kills, divided by 385, our total. Now we're going to multiply that by 100 to get a percentage. That percentage was a 62%. So, effectiveness is going to be a 6.2. Overall rating. Now, those 4 numbers on the bottom of your screen can be added up and divided by 4. Essentially, we're taking the average of those numbers. That number is going to be a 6.9. Now that we have all of our numbers, all 5, we can add them up and get our total out of 50. Our score for this gun is a 34.6. That's a pretty high score, but before I rank this, I want to say something about the rankings. So, the fact for a gun to get a 50 is probably not going to happen. The best guns we're going to be talking about are going to be in the 40 to 45 range. The second placers are going to be anywhere from 35 to 39.9. Based on the fact that it's going to be literally impossible for me to get an effectiveness of 10, meaning I can't die once in 15 matches, it's completely ridiculous, and perks could be bland for a good gun. So 50 at this point is probably unachievable. Now to rank this. We're going to skip the single weapon class rank because it's the only trace rifle in the game, no need to compare it to anything else, it's the only one. We're just gonna go straight to the entire Destiny 2 rankings. This gun scored a 34.6, a third tier gun for me, and it's going to sit surprisingly in the 5th spot. Like I said, any gun 35 or higher is going to be classified as a good gun, and any weapon over 30 is going to be classified as an above average weapon. So for right now, it does grace the top 5. How's my ranking? Is this something you guys would use in the Crucible? Throw those down in the comments, I'd like to read them. Thank you guys for watching this video, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, it'd be very much appreciated if you did that. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, or this is your first one you've seen, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're doing a whole lot more of these. I'm improving every day. You know me, out here grinding, trying to get better at every turn. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you later.